I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything except my faith. I want to fall forward. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but I want to talk to you about why that's so important. I got 3 reasons. First, you will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it, because it's inevitable. And early on in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. Perfect role for me, I thought, except for the fact that I can't sing. I didn't get the job. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition, and the next audition, and the next audition. I prayed. I prayed, and I prayed. But I continued to fail, and fail, and fail. But it didn't matter, because you know what? There's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break. The point is, every graduate here today has the training and the talent to succeed. But do you have the guts to fail? Here's my second point about failure. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. He says, imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on, the ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes? And let me tell you, the world needs your talents. We need it from you, the young people, because remember this. So you got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your treasures. Because remember this, you will never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. You can't take it with you. What are you going to do with what you have? I'm not talking about how much you have. What are you going to do with what you have? All right, now here's my last point about failure. Sometimes it's the best way to figure out where you're going. Your life will never be a straight path. I began at Fordham University as a pre-med student. Cardiac morphogenesis. I couldn't read it, I couldn't say it, I sure couldn't pass it. So then I decided to go into pre-law, then journalism. And with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. Yeah, down. I was a 1.8 GPA one semester, and the university very politely suggested that it might be better to take some time off. I was 20 years old. I was at my lowest point. fact, later that summer, while working as a counselor at a YMCA camp in Connecticut, we put on a talent show for the campers. And after the show, another counselor came up to me and asked, "Have you ever thought about acting? You're good at that." So when I got back to Fordham that fall, I got in, I changed my major once again for the last time. And in the years that followed, I have traveled the world and I have spoken to millions of people through my movies. Let me conclude with this one final point, and actually the president kind of brought it up. It has to do with the movie Philadelphia. It's about a man played by Tom Hanks who's fired from his law firm because he has AIDS. He wants to sue the firm, but no one's willing to represent him until a homophobic ambulance chaser lawyer, played by yours truly, takes on the case. In the course of the film, the character I play begins to take small steps, small risks. He very, very, very slowly begins to overcome his fears. And I feel ultimately his heart becomes flooded with love. To not only take risks, but to be open to life, to accept new views, and to be open to new opinions. Because the chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. Never be discouraged. Never hold back. Give everything you got. And when you fall throughout life, and maybe even tonight after a few many glasses of champagne, remember this: fall forward.
Hi everyone, Motivational English Helper Allison이에요. Were you inspired today? 덴zel 워싱턴 스피치 중 몇 가지 표현에 대해서 알아볼게요.
To make sure you have something to fall back on.
Fall back on somebody or something. If you fall back on something, you do it or use it after other things have failed. 뭐뭐에 기대다, 의지하다의 뜻입니다. 경우에 따라 최후의 보루, 믿을 구석, Plan B로 해석하면 더욱 의미가 분명해지는 경우가 많습니다.
And I'll sleep better knowing he's got something to fall back on.
For example, when necessary, instinct is the most reliable resource you can fall back on. If I don't get this job, I don't have any savings to fall back on. I can fall back on my team. Fall back on과 비슷한 의미로 다음과 같은 표현이 있습니다. Count on, rely on, turn to.
So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.
Catch a break. That means getting your chance or opportunity. 기회를 잡다는 의미입니다.
I think I'm gonna go wander out in the rain for a while.
But it's not raining.
I can't catch a break. I can't catch a break.
break과 관련된 표현을 더 알아볼게요. Number 1. break time. 쉬는 시간, 휴식 시간. Number 2. big break or lucky break. 큰 기회. Number 3. break a leg. 행운을 빌다. 주로 이 표현을 영국에서만 써요. A. I'm nervous about performing in the school play. B. Don't worry, you can do it. break a leg. Number 4. break up. 연인 사이에서 헤어질 때. For example, she's just broken up with her boyfriend. Number 5. break the ice. 어색한 분위기를 깰 때.
Because you could have brought us to life, they say.
Bring something to life. If you bring an idea to life, that means you make it a reality. 실현시키다는 의미입니다. For example, Steve Jobs brought the idea of the smartphone to life by making the iPhone.
Give everything you got.
Give it everything you've got. 모든 힘을 다해서 해봐라. 젖 먹던 힘까지 써라. 전력을 다하라. 헌신을 다하라는 의미로 do your best보다 더 강한 뜻입니다. 오늘은 덴zel 워싱턴의 University of Pennsylvania 스피치를 듣고 표현을 공부해봤어요. 오늘도 활기찬 하루 되세요. 좋아요와 구독 많은 힘이 됩니다. See you next time.